Hi everyone, welcome to Atomic Coda. In this video, we will learn about basic programming constructs. If you like Atomic Coda, please support us by subscribing, sharing, and liking the content. Before we move on to any language specific details, let me tell you about some basic programming constructs that will be available in every programming language. It's very important to practice these as many times as possible before you try to do anything. These constructs are the building blocks of any language. It would not be an overstatement to say that you cannot program even a piece of software without using these constructs. So what are they? So first, what you see on your screen are simple sequences, which are nothing but line by line execution of instructions. This should be intuitive because whatever you are trying to code should have a logical sequence of evaluation. If your thought process cannot be evaluated, you simply cannot put it into code. And obviously, when you are writing code, you will have a beginning point and an ending point. Secondly, we come to decision making. Now, decision making generally is made possible by if else logic. You need decision making constructs as well. I mean, think about it. When do you stop at a signal? When it's red, right? So there itself, your brain used an if statement. So in the example that we have in front, don't worry about what track signal is or where and how it's being stored for now. Again, I as I told you that whenever I say not to remember, focus on something, just ignore that for now. Just observe that when the value of track signal changes to red, assuming that it's red, then the stop statement will execute. If it's orange, then the wait statement will execute, else the go statement will execute. So it's pretty straightforward. It doesn't matter how you're writing it. Every language varies in syntax a little bit. Next programming construct that we have is iteration. So iterations are nothing but loops and repetition of instructions. Iteration is just repeating certain set of instructions for n number of times, n being the number of times you would like to execute certain set of instructions. There are various ways you can perform iteration in different languages. You can use loops, jump statements, and so on. Different languages have different methods. Don't get into arguments about which way or which language is better with people if you want to become a good programmer. But over here, there are a couple of examples, what iteration statements might look like. So first we have a while loop, which is used for iteration in many languages like Java, C Sharp, C++. Also take note that there is another loop for which is used for iteration, and it has more than a single statement within it. The while loop has a single statement, the for has two statements. That is why the for iteration contains those curly braces, since you want to make sure that both the statements get executed based on the conditions that we have put in the iteration. It's just executing 100 times. So since we are starting from zero, and if you have any questions, please post it on the comments. I will try to answer that as soon as possible. That's it for this video. If you like this video, please subscribe, share, and like the video. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.